from the creek down below, and it came up here and went in this water tower full of 1,000 gallons. Now, the way it did that, this was down in the creek. Now, you had to have running water to make it work. And the water pressure would go in, water would go in here and cause pressure. This was with air in it. And when the pressure built up to a certain point, then it would open a valve, and that would make it, let's see, how do you do that? There, that would go like that, and make that kind of noise. And then the valve would open again, and the pressure would build up again, and then the valve would close. And this, about 6 inches of water would go up the pipe every time it did that. And that would run 24 hours a day. It was no motors, nothing to break down, it just kept going. And then it would fill the tank up here, and then they have a gauge here that shows how much water would be in the tank. And then a little water came down and ran in this trough all the time, and that's where they kept their milk and cream to keep it cold. And the separator to separate the cream out. The cream was their main dairy product to town. They would take the cream to town and sell it. The milk was usually sold to people here on the island or fed to the animals here, the skim milk. And that's why the people over here are so healthy. You see, they drink skim milk all the time. They said they were taking it home for their animals. We have a magazine advertisement for the De La Valve separator, and we have the instruction book here for it. So.
No, was it that?
No, that ram was right in the water?
Apparently, yeah. Probably just
Well, they run the pipe up. Tools that were used to. I'd like to read you another short story.
Okay.
It's on the door. On isolated farms, when something was broken or a special tool was needed, they could not go to Lowe's and buy one. So they had to repair the broken part or make the needed tool in their shop. Everything was saved from a broken axle to a bent nail, as it might be needed in such an emergency. The end.
They kept trying out their drill bits on their workbench.
Uh-huh.
To the point they almost don't have a workbench.
Yeah, the story is that they tested them to see if they were sharp. But I don't know. So this is just all kinds of tools that they use. There's the axes and
I had one of these.
the froe for making shakes, and this is a chicken catcher. If ever you lived on the farm, you know that chickens are kind of hard to catch.
Yes.
And so this would have a longer pole on it, and then you would hook it around the chicken's leg, and he couldn't get away. And you'd have him for Sunday dinner. Hand cultivator. This is a brush hook. For cutting the brush. And this is a soldering iron, and This is to melt lead in. Brace some bits. That's a mighty nice,
That's a
isn't it?
nice.
To the farm, so they have put it out there on the
Came off
frame.
of what?
A ship.
Oh, a ship.
I don't know what they sharpened.
Holy shit, it's on the ship to sharpen things or?
Apparently, yeah, 'cause that's what it's for.